light-skinned shorty who is on the end is mumbling and she is very prudish. Okay? Any response?
I think he's probably talking to me.
Yeah.
I'm not prudish. All right. You can say whatever. Think what you want about me. It doesn't really make a difference. I've said, obviously, you guys have made your point that you think I'm a prude. But, a lot of people do think it's very respectable to have saved yourself for this long. So, I think,
I would
and it's
say,
not like it's not like, I'm disgusting. I don't think I'm disgusting looking. So
I would say this about, let's just grant it to you. Let's say that it's real, that you truly are a virgin, right? I would say that for you being a virgin,
I could prove it to you.
I got you. Look, I'll say this because you said that it's respectable. I would say this: for you being a virgin and having sexual temperance, that is very respectable.
It is. I agree.
But the fact that you're 34 years old and you're still a virgin and you're unmarried, and you haven't found anyone to commit to you and someone that you want the committance from that isn't respectable. Because the reason why it's not respectable is because you only got 80% of your eggs are already gone. So you say that you holding on to your value, but your value, and you are holding on it from a sexual standpoint. Yes, you're a virgin. No one clap cheeks. That's good, right? I'm not trying to promote for you to be having your cheeks clapped. No, keep it unclapped. No applause, right? Keep it unclapped. But the not respectable part is that you should have found the man, and you should be, you believe in, you're Catholic, as you said. You know that you're put on this planet to procreate and to be by a man's side, and you know that a woman's place is by a man's side. You know these things.
Why are you pretending like I'm unmarried by choice?
So you're saying that you're unmarried not by choice?
Yeah. I would love more than anything to have already been married and have 5 kids.
Got you. Well, that's the thing. So something must be missing. So
I don't know. I don't think it's me.
And it kind of goes like this. Here's some game, right? Because I like to give ladies game when these conversations get a little bit touchy-feely, right? So you're picky. Granted, I know you're picky. Obviously, you don't want guys that's 5'8". You're talking about his height. So therefore,
picky, a little bit, not that picky, because if you said my exes,
a little bit
like, I don't
is an understatement.
No, but
right?
I know that you're picky because you haven't had sex yet, which is good. That means that your morals is high. You have great qualities about your character. You got kudos to you, right? And I have an aunt. She's gonna die a virgin. She's like 68 or something like that.
That's gonna be you.
Yeah. Probably will, but hopefully not, right? Hopefully you can find a man. So here's some games here, right? So women, what they do is they advertise themselves to attract qualified mates to them, right? So the fact that you didn't meet, the fact that you want a relationship and you want marriage with a man, but you haven't found a man that you would want a relationship from, means that you're not attracting the men that you truly want and desire. Make sense?
Sure, you could say that, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm saying that you want to look at it from that standpoint, because men pitch themselves. For example, let's say hypothetical. Let's say if he's having a problem getting girls, well, I'm saying like, okay, you need to work on your approach, since men are the ones that slide in DMs. Men are the ones that normally approach women and walk up to them. Well, maybe you need to work on your confidence, get in the gym and accomplish some goals so you can become more confident and more competent, and everything can just work better for you. Because since you have to approach girls, he needs to work on himself. We would all say that, right? If he couldn't attract girls.
Yeah, sure.
We got to say the same thing if the woman can't advertise herself in a way to attract the men that she wants. So that means that you got to work on self, right?
So what would you suggest?
First suggestion, like what she does, she said that she's a bodybuilder. She's always in the gym. First thing, you got to get in the gym, because from a man's point of view, beauty is your most valuable agency.
I will say attractiveness when it comes is not my problem.
Well, I'll tell you. I'll truthfully tell you.
Can I?
Sure, go ahead.
I know what you're saying about the gym, because, like, men want a woman that will
want to keep themselves clean, keep themselves healthy, you know, want to work on themselves.
Yeah.
I just want to say that.
Wait, that's all you had?
Yeah, I just wanted to say.
So, and this is what I'm saying.
The part about being attractive is just that's not my issue.
I'm not saying that.
Well, I'm just saying that I, you know, I've never had a problem with, you know, someone telling me, well, if you looked this way, then I would be more attracted to you.
I'm not saying that. I'll break it down in a way where you could truly understand. Let's just speak about men first, right? So men, we are born without any we're not born with any sexual value. We have zero sexual value when we're born. Just like she said, she broke up with her guy because, yeah, he was maybe cute, but he was inadequate. He didn't have any motivation or ambition, so he wasn't really making money. He had none of that manly, you know, oomph in him. So she was like, yeah, I got rid of him.
He was 15.
But they started when they were young, but it ended when I was 18 or 17.
I was 18. He was
17.
16, turning 17.
Super young. So even at that super young age, women still look for certain things. They know it's embedded in you. It's in your nature. You want a man that's doing better than you, like the 4 things we said. So since a man is born without any sexual value, he has to go out there and create his sexual value. It's up to a woman. She's born with her sexual value. It's up to her to preserve her sexual value. Now, you preserved your sexual value as far as not having sex. But as far as preserving your sexual value, as far as what are men attracted to sexually, well, we're attracted to women that are fully in shape. We like the Coke figure, small waist, wide hips, or if it ain't small waist, if it ain't wide hips, it's just like some type of curvature there, but it needs to be thin and healthy. That's what men are generally attracted to. Supermodels, thinner women, they get more options. More thicker women, they get less options. You got to think about it. The thicker the woman is, she's getting less options. Well, why is she getting less options though, too?
I think this is you're trying to say that a person it's not completely just based on an initial attraction. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that, because a lot of it is based on initial attraction, because I can walk into a room and I can walk I can be on a date with somebody, and if I'm not attracted to them when I first look at the way they walk or their hands or the way that they walk into a room, my opinion's probably not going to change.
I got you. And I'm also saying this though.
But
go ahead.
I just want to finish my point. Sure. But it's like, I get what you're saying to a certain degree, but also you can't put all your eggs in that basket, because that's not really that's
the only basket you have.
Yes, but I've gone on a lot
let me
of
repeat
dates,
that again. Look,
right?
so look,
it's not the only basket I have.
I'll repeat it again. It truly
not.
is. Look,
it's the only basket that matters to men.
Because I can confidently tell you,
like he just said, real quick, just listen real quick. I'll say it one more time concisely. It's the only box. It's the only box that matters. That's the only basket that matters to men. So men, we have a lot of boxes that we can elevate in, because women are attracted to a multitude of things. You like them tall, strong, masculine, dominant, assertive. You like him good looking, smelling good,
dress nice,
being able to convey himself and hold the conversation and make you feel the vibes. So a man can, if he's not doesn't meet the height requirement, well, he can elevate by going to the gym, getting a better physical structure. He can elevate by talking to more girls and building up that confidence and learning ways to convey himself to a woman to make her feel all bubbly and giggly. So he can elevate on different levels. But that's because women are complex creatures, because they're attracted to so many things, which means that we can upgrade on many different things. But what are men attracted to? Only your looks. Only your looks. So that means that that's your only basket. That's the only elevation. You probably never heard the truth, but this podcast no fugazi, so we got to keep it real. So I'm telling you, please just take it. I'm telling you this. If you work on that, you will attract more mates. Now, it may not, of course, there's going to be more mates, and it may be guys that you really don't want, but still it's going to be more. You'll have different guys to then choose from, and it may be the guy of your dreams.
I can't get on that train, because you're trying.
Well, if you don't want to get on that train, I'm not telling you anything.
You're literally, yes, you
look fine. You're 34 years old. You're light skinned. You got long hair. I'm sure guys are attracted to you physically, but I'm telling you, but that's the only thing you can elevate. That's the only thing you can elevate.
Give me a second.
Oh,
that's okay.
do you want a hug?
Take your time. It's fine.
Free hugs.
No, he's basically just telling you that.
In a man's eyes, your value is tied to your beauty.
I have no value because I'm not her size.
No, he's not saying that.
Yeah,
No,
that is exactly what you're saying. That's exactly what you're saying because you're trying to say that I'm not. I can't attract the right man because I'm not small enough.
No, he's saying what he's saying.
That's exactly what he's saying.
He's saying.
I could tell her what I'm saying.
Let
me just tell you. Let me just tell you what I'm saying.
I would let her explain it from
my looks are everything, right? So they're the only thing that matters, right?
That isn't what I said.
They're the thing that matters first and foremost.
That isn't what I said.
For men. Right.
But that isn't. I'm speaking specifically to a certain thing, right? So I said that women advertise themselves. Women don't normally walk up to men, lots of men, and approach them. You don't walk up to every guy you see that's attractive and approach them. The man, and not only that, you would respect it more if a man would approach you. So men approach and women advertise themselves. So from that standpoint, since you're not meeting certain guys, right? So let me finish. Since you're not attracting certain guys that meets your qualifications, that you would want to even have them guys get down on one knee to marry you, if you're not meeting those guys, that means that you need to change something about yourself. That's what I'm saying.
Right. So the one thing that I need to change, you're saying, is just to lose weight.
I'm saying the one thing you need to change is to lose weight and to get in the gym, and you will become more attractive to more men.
It's
based off of beauty.
But that's never been an issue for me.
big is still beautiful.
But
I've
what
never
I'm telling you, it is.
Not for a lot of men.
I don't want a man who's only going to judge me based on my size.
That's the way
That's how it is. That's how it is.
We don't want a man. Look. You just called him short. We don't want a woman that's only going to base us based off our height. I'm 6'4", he's 5'8". But you said that he's disqualified because he's 5'8".
But I didn't judge his character.
But you judge his height and he doesn't qualify for you.
Okay, but that's not saying...
And we're saying... But look, time out. The same way he doesn't qualify for you, with your figure, a lot of guys you won't qualify for. And that's what you have to realize.
But me as a person, I'm not going to qualify for a lot of guys because that's life.
You as a person, you're great. Let's just say you're a virgin. No, let's just say you're a virgin. Let's just grant it to you. No, we didn't call you any names. I didn't call you any names.
No, can I?
I didn't call you any names. And real quick, you as a person, you have. Let's just say you're a virgin. Let's say I believe it. You have sexual temperance.
Why would I lie about that?
That means that you have all these characteristic traits in you. That is very good. You're a person of high moral character. That's beautiful. What's on the inside is beautiful. But remember, you advertise yourself in men approach. So you want to display a beautiful outside. Just how beautiful you are on the inside, you want to display the outside. I'm not saying that you're not beautiful. I'm just saying that you can elevate yourself more.
He is saying be what you want to attract.
Exactly.
Not saying that you have to lose. He's not saying that. Is you want a tall, and we're old heads. We're old heads. This is just a fact. I'm almost 40 and I have never been married. And I'm not fine with it, but what are you going to do? So like for me, one of the things in being Hispanic and my grandma, mommy getting on me is, why are you not married? You're so pretty, mommy, because there's not really, men don't want to commit and they want girlfriend benefits without the commitment. And I ain't doing that.
At the end of the day, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
I played house for 10 years. So what he's saying.
So it doesn't have anything to do with
but but what he's saying is, and this is something that I understand exactly what they're saying. Because if I want to attract a man with money and all of that stuff, then I have to present myself as such. So like I'm almost 40. I can't compete with an 18-year-old. She could be my daughter. My daughter's 19. I can't compete with that. And I'm not. I cannot bear children. I can't have children. So men my age, they're going to look at that.
You got to be like, listen, little homie, I get a guac 3,000
what else
on
can
deck.
I offer? You know what I'm saying? I take care of, I'm petite. I don't work out, but you know what? I should work out. Why? Because I'm at that premenopausal stage in my life where I can gain weight. So taking care of myself physically will not only help me physically, emotionally, and mentally, right?
100%.
So it's not putting you down. It's
I'm uplifting you.
What you want.
No, that's
I am.
It's not uplifting at all.
I gotta be honest.
The truth is uplifting.
You did it, but you
know
did it wrong.
That's not the truth.
Because as women, they're emotional.
Okay.
Men are logical.
No, it's how he said it.
Yeah.
It's a delivery, right?
Yes, but not even. It's,
okay. Sure.
It's not even.
But
a lot of it is how you said it. Sure,
it's a delivery.
But it's not a. And you know that from speaking to women obviously are emotional and men are pretend not to be. But
we're emotional.
That's what I'm saying.
What she said.
We're just less neurotic, meaning that we feel less negative emotions than women.
I know you just pretend not.
Bree, she got it. Bree.
That's why it's like my.
Yeah, he wasn't putting
whatever
you down, girlfriend.
No, but like,
he was.
I'll speak for myself. I wasn't. Let me just speak for myself.
Okay.
Well, one, when it comes to how things are said and what is said, you're a woman of faith. Obviously, you're a virgin. You're a 34 virgin. When Jesus, you believe in Jesus. When Jesus was here, when Jesus came to earth, and he was speaking to people and delivering people from evil and saving people and doing all of these miracles, did he curve the way he said something?
No.
Let me finish. Jesus spoke the truth, and sometimes the truth, people can't handle the truth. Sometimes the truth hurts. So I'm just speaking the truth to you. It doesn't matter if I try to coddle it, it won't make a change.
No one said coddle, but there's things prudence.
You could say prudence, right? And maybe you feel that I'm coming at you a certain way because you know that it's truthful.
But that doesn't. No.
It has to be true if you got emotional from it.
I'm upset because
you know it's the truth.
No.
Maybe.
Is it an insecurity? Could it be an insecurity that you have suppressed? Because a lot of times women, we suppress things, right? And especially at our age, because people do look at us, well, they're single, they're not married, and I admire your discipline. And can I just say something really quick, just
Sure.
to be an encouragement? I had a client, she is Egyptian, 34-year-old virgin. She's Muslim, and I was doing her Brazilian waxing before her wedding. And she was like, Denise, I'm so nervous. And she lost her virginity at her wedding night. She got married January, and her husband bought her a house and the furniture, and at 34 years old, and she waited for the right man. Don't wait for the right man. Be the right woman so that you can attract the right man for you.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
That's what we were saying.
So there's hope for you.
Yeah.
I don't think okay, I don't want to sound conceited because I'm not conceited, and I know there's always room for improvement. But at the same time, like no, I'm not perfect, and yes, I can get better in certain areas.
Okay,
we all can,
and I can't deny that. However, I think that more percentage of a larger percentage of the time, I'm not the problem.
Okay, well, I think that is the problem.
It has to do with, my situation. A lot of men just don't
want to wait.
Let me ask you a question.
Exactly, and that's the problem.
Let me ask you a question.
And that's why I took such offense into what you said, because it's sure I can get better, but
they don't want to wait.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. So you said that you're taking offense to what I'm saying. Okay. What I'm saying, how can you take offense to someone that is telling you that you can elevate in certain areas?
Because you could have said that.
I literally said that. I said there's many different men, and I broke it down. I said men has to he's 5'8", so that means that he's got muscles. He had to get in the gym, or he would have been a skinny 5'8" dude. He wouldn't get no cheeks.
But no cheeks.
But no, listen, this is what I'm saying.
That was already 10 minutes into the discussion.
No, that did. I had to talk about men first before I even spoke about women, because I spoke about women in general. Then I spoke about you specifically. But when I spoke about men, so you can understand that we all have to elevate, right? But it just so happens to be that men were simple creatures. We fall in love with our eyes, right? Women fall in love with their ears, so a man can display other characters. He could elevate in other areas just because you're complex creatures. You like so many different things in guys, but we only like really one thing in a woman.
That's
when it comes
looks.
to attraction. That's looks. So I'm saying that I'm looking at you and I'm saying, you know what? You could hit the gym.
Can I say something?
That's a positive thing. But now let's reverse it. Let me get your answer real quick. If a man was at home in his mom's basement, 34 years old, he had no job, and he was eating cereal all day and playing video games. Fruity Pebbles, of course. And sometimes Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops be trash. Let's give this nigga Lucky Charms.
Okay.
His Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
So he ate cereal. No motivation, but he said, I want a bad chick. I deserve a bad chick. What would you say to that man that's in his mom's basement, 34 years old, with no job, playing video games and eating cereal?
No car, no license.
Would you say that man has to self-improve in a lot of areas?
Yeah.
Got it. Now look at you. 34-year-old virgin, never been married, never met a man that you even wanted to marry.
That's not true.
But you met the man that you wanted to marry, but he didn't get on one knee. So that means that you couldn't lock the man down even when you met him. So that means that, well, we look at it.
That has anything to do with me.
Listen, we look at it. Women grant sex, men grant relationships. If the man didn't grant you the relationship from the only man that you wanted, well, that means that you need to improve on something.
Can I say that?
I just don't.
You have to take accountability.
I take accountability,
but you're not. You're running from the accountability.
No, I'm not. I'm not running from the accountability.
Okay. Well,
I'm trying to say that every situation is not the same.
I know it's not, but just like you would see that 34-year-old man that's a virgin living in his mom's basement, but claiming he wants a bad chick.
One area of my life.
Well, that's the area that men are attracted to.
He's broke. He doesn't have a job.
We don't care. Men don't care about it.
Like that's a I
know, but listen,
situation.
Men don't care about women's money. Men don't care about women's competence. Men don't care about women's money. We don't care about women's competence. We don't care about women's height. We don't care about all the things that you care about in a man. Attraction isn't symmetrical, it's asymmetrical. So you became the man that you want. You got a good job, you're doing things and all these type of things, but you became the man that you want. So all these other guys that you're meeting, they don't qualify for you. But the only guy that did meet your standards, guess what? You didn't qualify for him. So we're just saying that you can elevate on the beauty aspect because we're simple. We want cheeks. We want the waist to be blickety blow. That's just what we want.
I just want to say something quick. I just wanted to say that I really wasn't offended. Like, you gotta understand, I'm a black man, so I get judged every day because I'm black with tattoos. They think I'm dumb. I had girls say, "Oh, you're cute for a black guy. Oh, you're short. I'm sorry, if you were 6 foot and up, then I hear it all." But like, I'm confident in myself, and what I do understand is everybody has a type, and I know that I'm not everybody's type, and I'm okay with that because I've met so many women that I'm everything they want. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure there's guys that will accept you just the way you are, but most guys like women fit. You know what I'm saying? In shape. You know what I mean? I can't point out a body part, but
I'll be honest.
I know a lot of guys that would not look at you.
You light skin with the long hair, if you had the body, you'll be fine. Let's just be honest.
But in general, just want to say that.
I have a question for you, men.
Sure.
Now, I don't really know how old you guys are, but if you
35, 34.
Okay.
I'm 34.
So if you guys met someone, they don't have to be like in like the same age as you or anything like that. But if you guys met a woman and she was deciding to make the same commitment that this beautiful woman right here has been choosing to make to stay a virgin and, really find the right man, like, would you guys even consider trying to like talk and pursue something with someone?
Go ahead. You're fine.
Would you guys try to pursue and talk to somebody who's willing to wait that long?
Oh, or would
like you? Yeah, like how do you guys think about?
34 years?
Well, let's say you met her,
when she was
not
younger.
34 years ago. Let's say you met her when you guys were 20, 25. Like, would you guys even consider giving her a chance?
Yeah, like,
maybe
would we get with the chick that was waiting for marriage?
Yes.
I would say if that girl is a virgin, that's a great thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like if.
But is it like something that you guys aren't willing to really wait for because you're so addicted to,
No, I mean, you would wait for a chick if she was a virgin and she was bad. Your type.
If I met a chick that was a virgin, that was my type, and she said that I'm not gonna have sex until we got married, and especially if she likes me and she doesn't height shame me. Yeah, I would marry her. To be honest with you, I would like to get married, but I'm scared to get married because a lot of marriages end, and usually it's the women that are divorcing men. So I'm actually scared to get married, but I would love to get married and live happily ever after. But it's just not the way it is. But to answer your question, yes.
And generally, I would say most men will, because men, we seek out purity. So like, why do you think that, like, think about what marriage is. Marriage, why the woman walks down the aisle with a white dress, because that represents virginity, purity, right? Yeah. So if a man is going to be marrying a woman, and you got to think about it from like hundreds of years ago, the family or the father gave his daughter to another family son that was they respected that family, and that man had a good future for him, and he could provide a good future for his daughter. So it's like, oh, I have a virgin for you, and your son can have this virgin. Now let's trade and make deals. That's kind of how they did things, because the virginity in a woman is very valuable. So it's good that she held on, like I said, it's respectable. But for 34 years, it isn't respectable, because you're doing something wrong. You can't attract the man and retain the man that you want. So obviously you're lacking in certain traits, and which is okay. You know what I'm saying? That's totally fine. She should click the link in my bio. I do coaching. I help her out. Should be good. But anyways, any other questions on this topic for you? I know you wanted to say a few things, so right?
It's interesting. I feel like everyone has an interesting perspective, and I feel like I understand where she's coming from. Like, it's a sensitive topic. Like, before I even got into bodybuilding, I was heavier before I got into the gym. But if I didn't take that moment to self-reflect and realize that I needed to work on myself and feel better about myself, I was never going to like attract good, positive, vibes in my life. Yeah. But like, you just, whatever you
attract the bottom feeders.
Exactly.
Like, you attract the dudes that can't get any girls.
And Taryn's great, and she's over here saying that she wants, someone who's tall, handsome, wealthy, and everything.
But then what does that man get in return? Yeah.
Yeah.
Taryn, you good? You coming back on, or are you going to leave?
Yeah, I just need to not look like this.
Okay, got you. No worries. Take your time.
No, but I definitely understand, like, when I was heavier and not really working on myself at a point in my life, it's not like I was getting all this attention. Obviously, now that I work on myself,
you see the attention. And the quality of guys are better.
Yeah, that's correct.
Exactly.
It's a thing. And also with me, like, working on myself, actively working on like being a healthier, like the healthiest version of myself.
Feel better.
I feel better. Yeah. I look better, and I'm obviously attracting better. It's just it's all on what you're putting out is what you attract.
Bree, you was gonna say something, right?
Well, I was just gonna say I relate to you because I said I used to be bigger. Now that I've lost weight and I've focused on my body and I eat better, people really do come around. Like, it actually made me really sad because I was like, wow, like. But I also did attract different people when I was bigger as well. See? I feel like a lot of the people that I attracted when I was bigger were genuinely there for my personality, 100%. Like, they really accepted and loved me.
Real quick before you get to that, and I just want to finish this topic real quick. Chat, just pay attention to what just transpired. It's funny because before the podcast started, you was here the last time someone cried. Yeah. And you said that, I hope no one cries this time. And then you even said that, I don't think anyone is going to cry. I said, nah, probably will. Who knows when the conversation gets going. And it's funny how these two young ladies, you're 19, how old are you?
23.
23. You lost 30 pounds.
50
pounds.
I used to be 186. I'm now less than 140.
That's amazing. Right. And you said that you were on a journey as well.
Yeah.
And both of you ladies are in shape because you went from somewhere and then you lost weight. And you confirmed that, one, most importantly, I felt better about myself.
Right.
But secondly is I feel the thing is I'm healthier, truthfully. And then the third thing is I was able to attract more quality men. And that's exactly what I told her, but she couldn't understand that. And you two are prime examples of it. Like, you literally switched some things up in your life, started working out, and things went better for you.
Yeah. So. At the end of the day, you can't sit back and think that you're a 10. because there's always
room for improvement.
Exactly. There's always room for improvement.
Perfect model.
There's always room for improvement.
And she thought I was coming at her. I was speaking, and it's the thing, right? Like, when it comes to this, I was speaking to the queen in her. Like, all human beings, we got the fool in us, or the king or the queen in us. Like, the man, he has a fool in him, but he also has a king in him. And that woman should always speak to the king in him. A woman has a fool in her, but she also has a queen in her. Me speaking to the fool in her would have been, you just as good as you are. Those guys are the problem. But I spoke to the queen in her and I said, listen, you could do much better than where you are at now. You can rise up to another level. And that's one of the things, is increasing your beauty by going to the gym and losing some weight. So I'm speaking to the queen in her because I want her to be better. But the thing is, in this world, it's socially unacceptable for men to speak to the queen in a woman. If we speaking the truth to a woman, it's looked at, oh, you're being negative. You're speaking down on me. You're shaming me.
It's okay
and a bunch of other things, right? So it's crazy how she was speaking down on him, right? And we ain't say nothing about it. We kind of let that go until she got mad and was like, oh, okay. Oh, you only choosing the white girls? And then we like, wait, you disqualify him because he 5'8". What's going on with you, mama? So
I don't even think she's ugly.
She's just older.
But yeah, anyway.
So if you like that clip and you want to watch more, click right here. But if you want to watch the full episode, click right here.